Hey guys, MBR here, and we are back with a brand new I don't know why I said brand new franchise. We're here with a brand new rebuild. Today we will be rebuilding the New Orleans Saints, a team that we're only gonna be doing a 3-year rebuild, just because it doesn't really need that big of a rebuild. Linebacking core needs to be redone, but other than that, not very much, like at all. So we're pretty good right now, honestly. We have a lot of positions. The only real place that needs to be rebuilt, excuse me, is the quarterback position, because Mr. 39 Drew Brees, he has 1 year left on his deal. I'm pretty sure 2. I'm pretty sure it's only 1 because he just signed a 1-year deal to come back with the Saints. I'm very sure. No, it's 2 years. We'll see how he is next year, but I intend on having his career end in New Orleans. So it might be actually a 4-year rebuild. I don't know yet, depending on what goes on. But this team is very young and very old at the same time. There are people like Max Unger, Larry Warfield, or Larry Warford. Toronto Armstead isn't that young. Neither is Darius Pete or Ryan Ramczyk. But there's also Ben Watson, Des Bryant, Cam Meredith. I want to get Traquan Smith in here early, and I want to get him in here often. So he's actually just going to jump both Traquan Smith, and he's also going to jump. Wait, who's our slot wide receiver? Ted Ginn. He's going to jump Ted Ginn. I want him to get a lot of targets, because Ted Ginn, he's old. He's not going to be doing too much for us in about a year or so, even though he's actually been very good with the Saints. Not sure where he's going to be in about a year. I want a receiving core. I like Des Bryant for 1 year number 2. Michael Thomas is an absolute transcendent talent. We have I almost said Terrence Smith. Traquan Smith. Running back, we are set. Mark Ingram is his contract's up next year, but this guy's a very good running back. Probably not going to re-sign him, because we have Kamara right here, who's beast. I love watching Alvin Kamara. Defensively, like previously said, linebacking core needs some help. I'm actually gonna put up. I already put up Alex Okafor, just because I want to develop Marcus Davenport. I think this guy could be very, very good. He's 6'6", 265. Look at some of these ratings, man. 85 speed, 98 power move, 76 block string. That's very good. Cornerback core is decent. Safeties are very good. Von Bell's going to develop for us, hopefully. But I am going to try and trade away Kurt Coleman and Alex Okafor. And, yeah, honestly, that's kind of going to be the extent of everything we're going to do. This team's perfectly good on its own, but we're going to make a few slight changes. I already think this team's going to win the Super Bowl. Let's see if we can make it into a dynasty. Okay, guys, so, you're trading away Alex Okafor. I did trade away Kurt Coleman for next year's 6th round pick, because nobody wanted the guy. Even though he is a pretty decent safety in real life, Alex Okafor, we're going to be trading him for this year's 3rd, 5th, and 6th round pick this year, sending him to division rival. I actually didn't see that. I forgot. We're not going to trade him there then, even though they made by far the best offer. We're going to trade him to the Oakland Raiders. A 3rd, a 7th, and a next year's 7th, because I'm not trading him to the Carolina Panthers. He will be the newest Oakland Raider. So somehow we have less than 10 wins with this team. We go 9-6-1, and we still make the playoffs. We're going to say 10-6 Eagles. It looks like our team did pretty decent. We didn't really make any changes from its actual team, so I expected our team to do very good. And it looks like we did exactly that. Our division was wow. Okay. No one under 8 wins. That's something to look at right there. Wow, the Carolina Panthers decided to have themselves a year. Drew Brees, 4,200 yards, 25 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Definitely not having the year that he's having this year, but I'll take it. Not so sure about that stat line. 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns for Alvin Kamara. 1,200 yards, 5 touchdowns for Michael Thomas. Leading us in touchdowns going to be 7 from Dez and 6 from Traquan Smith. Ooh. So overall, we did pretty good in the offensive front. Sacks allowed. P has to get better. Teron Armstead, decent year. Alex Anzalone is going to lead us with 143 tackles. 109 of those solo. Wow. We're going to have 16 tackles for loss for Cameron Jordan, 14 for Alex Anzalone, and 12 for David Onyemata. I'll take it. 10 sacks for David Onyemata. Wow, defensive tackle. That's pretty good. Cameron Jordan, somehow, only 5.5. Ted Hendricks, 4.5. Sheldon Rankins, 3. Wait, where the hell is... Marcus Davenport only got 1. He was starting at right end. I'm very, very sure he was starting at right end. Hoping he did. Matt Ryan is going to win the MVP. In the NFC, it's going to be Matt Ryan again. For defensive players, it's going to be Khalil Mack and Alex Anzalone making it in there at number 5. Offensive rookie of the year is going to be Josh Rosen, with Traquan Smith coming in there at number 7. Defensive rookie of the year is going to be Roquan Smith. I swear to God, if he wasn't starting at right end this whole entire time, please tell me he was. Yeah. Alright, so I'm not going crazy. I was not going crazy. Alright. But yeah, overall, our team performed very, very well. I'm going to upgrade our players, and then I'll see you guys at the Lincoln Financial Field for our first playoff game. Alright, guys, so we are in the game. It's the first year, so I'm probably not going to come in too much. It looks like we're going to score, which we do. And our defense is having a pretty good time, and our offense is having a pretty good time too. We're just in the red zone. It looks like we had a red zone turnover and another turnover there. Not good. 6-7. I kind of want to come in, but we're not going to. They're gonna go up 9-7. I'm gonna come in here. 3rd down and 2. Their defense has been playing pretty good throughout this, but we have Alvin Kamara in the backfield. I'm just gonna give him the ball. They're gonna give him the rock and see what happens. 3rd down and 2. Cut, and that should be a first down, and it is going to be a first down. Let's get it. Wait, 4th and inches? Why did it say Philadelphia has the ball? You're kidding me. We didn't go for that in a 4th and inches. It's 17-16 right now. It's 7-16. Crazy. We didn't go for it on a 4th and inches with Alvin Kamara in the backfield. Come on. Like, you actually have to be kidding me. That is not something Sean Payton would do. Sean Payton's going for that 100 out of 100%. And please let me go for this. Come on. Please just let me go for this. Big field goal kick. Alright, you know what? We're going to come in for this 56-yarder. This is Will Lutz. I actually like Will Lutz a lot. Right there. Okay. Alright, that's a very good kick. We should make that. We're making that. Easy. We could have went from 60. It's 10-16. We score a touchdown. We win. Defense, make a stop. Please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Please. 22-10. Okay. Alright. Does not look like we're winning this one. Unless we get some extreme luck here. We need extreme amounts of luck here to win this, which we're going to get some of it or not. Drew Brees can just kind of float that pass, not have the arm strength to make all of it. Alright. Okay, so we're going to lose to the Philadelphia Eagles. That is something. But we're going to come back next year. We're still a playoff contender. Our division was unnaturally extremely competitive this year. Usually we just kind of beat down everybody in our division. So we're going to come back next offseason, and we're going to try and win the Super Bowl. We're definitely Super Bowl contenders. Okay, guys, so there's not really that many people in free agency, so we'll just be picking up Ken Crawley here. Yeah, he didn't want to re-sign with us, so I'm just going to pick him up again. He only has normal development. I intend on drafting a cornerback or a linebacker, so this guy is just probably going to be our 4th cornerback, or in worst case scenario, our 3rd. But hopefully our 4th. Okay, so with our first round pick, we're picking up our Okuiwunam. This guy, we need a tight end. We did not sign back Benjamin Watson, so he's going to fit in perfectly. A 73 quick, but he has decent speed for a tight end, 80 catching. He's going to develop in our system. He's going to develop pretty good, and I'm excited to have him as one of Drew Brees' newest targets. Okay, so I will be picking up here David Montgomery. He's going to be our backup running back. I trust in this guy. I actually like David Montgomery a lot. He's going to be a 74 quick development. He's going to develop perfectly, especially with a scheme fit as our kind of backup halfback replacement for Mark Ingram. And I have one more pick I'm going to show you guys. It's going to be kind of a boomer bust pick. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but it could be pretty big for this franchise. Okay, guys, I'm looking towards Daniel Jones. Now, this guy, if he does declare this year, which I think he should stay another year, or it kind of depends if he thinks he can have another year like he did this year, because he had a pretty good year. He did kind of slow down at the end. He had a very, very good year at Duke. This guy has all the physical, everything. 6'5", 215, great arm. He was very, very accurate with his deep ball this year, something he hasn't been in a while. I actually got to see him. I actually went down to North Carolina for about a week to go and see family. I believe it was during the summer. I'm pretty sure, not summer. Football doesn't happen in the summer. I'm stupid. It was like at the end of the summer when college football was first starting up. Daniel Jones had a pretty good game. I forgot against who, but this guy looks pretty good. We're going to take him here. He's going to be a 70 quick development. Not the best, but we are going to see. We're going to see how he does. He's going to sit behind Drew Brees for a year. See if he gets any XP points or whatever, because we don't have Teddy Bridgewater anymore. So he's going to be our second quarterback. See how he develops. If he doesn't develop at all, we'll probably draft a quarterback. But we'll. Alright, guys, this is what our team is looking like heading into year 2. We're keeping Brees at the helm. He's still an 87. Alvin Kamara's up to a 93. Michael Thomas up to a 97. We have Cameron Meredith now as our number 2. And Traquan Smith still down there. He's still progressing pretty decently. Max Unger has went down quite a bit. A center is definitely something we're going to have to look at. But overall, this offensive line still looking pretty decent. Defensively, gotta get this linebacking core better. I wasn't able to get any left outside linebackers. Just couldn't find any, honestly. In the draft, I was too low to pick any good middle linebackers. This defensive line is looking ridiculous. Cornerbacks are looking decent. Safety duo is very good. Secondary altogether is pretty decent. So, I think we're doing pretty good. I think we look pretty nice this year. If I could just fix this left outside linebacker spot, which I'm actually going to look in free agency. Is there any middle linebackers maybe that I could like switch over? Doesn't look like it. 72, but thing is, I don't want a power rusher. Carl Bradford maybe? I mean, a lot of these guys are pass rushers. That's the biggest part about a lot of this. The guy we have right there is a 72, Alex Klein, isn't he? 74. So we're just going to keep him there and hope for the best, honestly. You got to hope for the best. I'm going to sign a backup middle linebacker, though. That is something that we need because I'm not rolling with a 65 backup middle linebacker. All right. I guess we're going to have to roll a 68 backup middle linebacker. All right, so our team, overall, sorry to reiterate, pretty good. We're making the playoffs this year. If we don't, oof, I'd be very surprised. But I want a Super Bowl Brees. I want to win Brees one more. That's what we're going to try our best to do this year. Okay, so we didn't actually make the playoffs. Pretty surprising. Does not look like we had as good as a year as we did last year. We went 4-11. Madden. Come on. Drew Brees, 4,200 yards, 23 touchdowns, 16 interceptions, 67% completion rating, but this is going to be his last year as a New Orleans Saints, sadly. 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns, 3 fumbles. Got to get that down for Alvin Kamara. Receiving, nobody over 1,000 yards, but Michael Thomas with 920 and 5. Cameron Meredith with 7 touchdowns. Traquan Smith, 858 and 2. Blocking, not very good. Defensively, Alex Anzalone, 129 tackles. Tackles for loss, 13 by Cameron Jordan. Cameron Jordan finally getting 10 sacks, 5.5 for David Onyemata. 5.4 for Sheldon Rankins, 2.5 for Alex Anzalone, 2.5 for Mario Davis, and 2.5 for Marcus Davenport. 4 picks for 8. I can't speak today. 4 picks for Eli Apple, 4 picks for AJ Klein, 1 pick for AJ Klein, 1 pick for Marcus Davenport, 1 pick for Neville Hewitt. We need to get better. Yearly rewards. Deshaun Watson is going to win the MVP for the 2nd year in a row. And the NFC is going to be Matt Ryan. No Saints. Defensive players will be Shaq Thompson. No Saints. Offensive rookie of the year will be Justin Herbert. David Montgomery coming in number 2. Albert Okwuegbunam is coming in number 3. That's what I like to see right there. Defensive rookie will be Deontay Thompson. No Saints. So we're drafting a quarterback. I'm decently sure. I mean, Daniel Jones got better by 1. So I'm decently sure that we're going to be drafting a quarterback. I mean, ratings, pretty good ratings, but I think I have a quarterback in mind I'm pretty excited to draft. So even though I really do like Daniel Jones, and we probably will use him in a rebuild, it's not going to be this one. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the offseason, and we're just going to try to get better. Okay, guys, so I decided because Drew Brees retired, we need to not spend our money now, but we're going to have a rookie quarterback at the helm this year. We're going to have a high pick, and I know exactly the quarterback I'm about to pick. I've been saving him for a rebuild. I'm very, very excited. But so, since that, I decided to get Shaq Thompson, Jalen Mills, and Andreas Pete. Before we see if they sign, I actually have to go import the draft class. I need to turn off. I usually do use auto scouting just because these videos take long enough to make, honestly. So, but you have to put it onto manual to get a thing. That's why a lot of my draft classes I don't have the scouting combine stuff. I need to do that better. I need to sim to week 3 where I can actually get the stuff. I need to be better at remembering that. But we're going to go to next week to see if we did get anybody. I'm going to start kind of like, putting a little note or something somewhere I remember. So everybody accepted. Perfect. So in the draft, we'll be looking for a center, a wide receiver, on the defensive side of the ball, a quarterback, of course. On the defensive side of the ball, middle linebacker, just because I need somebody besides Alex Anzalone. We're not going to use a big pick on middle linebacker. And other than that, maybe another cornerback. Patrick Robinson's down to an 80 overall. So that's why I got Jalen Mills. I think we have a pretty good cornerback group right now, but we'll see what's going on in the cornerback department in the later rounds. We do have a extra fifth round pick this year, so that's something. So I'll see you guys. I don't think it was a question who I was trying to get to play quarterback in the Big Easy. We're going to get Tua Tagovailoa. First, we have the 4th round pick, 79 superstar development. This guy is going to be amazing for us, and I'm just super excited to use it. All right, so now with our 2nd round pick, I'll be picking up Eric McCoy, the center. I know barely anything about him. He's going to be a 70 overall. He's going to start for us still. We needed a center, so I guess we got what we wanted. So now with our 3rd round selection, I will be picking up Riley Ridley. I love watching Georgia film, or just I like watching the Georgia team, just kind of like how I like watching Oklahoma, even though I am a Syracuse fan. But this guy, I like watching Jake Fromm, and he just always pops out. Very good player in real life, and he's going to be a good player here, 70 overall. He's probably going to start in the slot for us, and he's going to develop pretty nicely. So we're looking like going into year number 3. I'm predicting playoffs. 87 offense, 97 defense, Tua Tagovailoa, manning the helm. Riley Ridley is going to be our slot receiver this year. Our receiving core is meh. Defense got a lot better. We have now 3 legitimate linebackers, one of them decreasing. This defensive line is starting to take shape with Marcus Davenport and Ted Hendricks sharing spots at right end. Marcus Davenport taking most of the snaps. We have 4 legitimate cornerbacks, 2 amazing safeties, amazing D-line. I just cannot wait for this season. I'm predicting playoffs. The only thing that's really weak on this team is our left guard and our center, which Andreas Pete's meh. And Eric McCoy is a rookie. But we'll see how everything looks. Hopefully Tua Tagovailoa could take us to victory in his rookie season, just like he did for Alabama. Let's win that Super Bowl. Okay, guys, so we don't make the playoffs for the second year in a row. Looks like Tua got a lot. Looks like Tua had himself a year. We went 8-8. We lost, and we could actually probably had a spot in the playoffs if we didn't lose a heartbreaker to the Chargers. Look at the stats for the season. Wow. 3,800 yards, 31 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 62% completion rating for Tua Tagovailoa. 12,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, 0 fumbles, 4. And averaging 4.8 yards per carry for Alvin Kamara. Receiving nobody over 1,000 yards. Michael Thomas 996 and 10 touchdowns. 800 yards and 5 for Albert Okwuegbunam. 744 and 5. And wow, Riley really didn't have that good of a season. Well, a decent rookie season, 540 and 4. The blocking side doesn't look like we did very good. We did not. We had a down year. Defensively, 109 tackles from Demario Davis. We're going to have tackles for loss 19 by Cameron Jordan and 12 sacks, 5 for Sheldon Rankins, 5 for Marcus Davenport, 4.5 for Mr. David Onyemata. Looking at interception, we got 4 from Alex Anzalone, 3 from Mario Davis, 3 from Marshawn Lattimore, and 2 from Shaq Thompson. Overall, I think our team's pretty good. We're going to make a few free agency signings, and the draft is going to matter a little bit when it comes to offensive line, but I think we're doing pretty good. Todd Gurley is going to win the MVP. None of our players. The NFC is going to be Todd Gurley. Tua coming at number 6. And Alvin Kamara coming at number 10. Defensive player of the year is going to be Blake Martinez. No Saints. Offensive rookie of the year is Tua Tagovailoa. Riley Ridley coming in there at number 5. Looking at the defensive rookie of the year, be Kenneth Murray. With whoever this guy is coming in number 8. Alright. So I'm going to use our skill points, and I'll see you guys probably during free agency so we can get this team even better than what it already is. That's how our free agency is going to be looking. Cameron Jordan didn't want to re-sign with us, so because he got 12 sacks last year, I think I'm actually going to put him for a 2-year deal. I'm for a 1-year deal. Because 2 years, we're going to put him at 1-year deal. He's 32 years old. He's going to decrease immensely. I'm going to put his money up, though, because it's only a 1-year deal. Where does this put us? 79 points is still above, but I want to be a little bit more just because their team hasn't performed the best lately, and it is, again, just a 1-year deal. So he's going to get that, which is a lot of money. But now, looking at it, this is who we're bidding on. Cameron Jordan, Taco Charlton. The Marcus Davenport experiment hasn't exactly worked out the best right now. Even though he is doing decently in real life, he hasn't developed that much. I mean, he's went from a 75 to an 82, but his highest sack total is 5. I decided we're going to get Taco Charlton. Someone who's only 2 years older, but he's an 89. Marcus Davenport could still be a good rotational guy. We have him under contract for another, I think, year or another 2 years. And then Brandon Brooks, just because we need somebody, because they did not re-sign back Larry Warford. I'm going next week. I'm hoping we get everybody there. And then going into the draft, I actually need to put in the draft class. Completely forgot about that. But going to the draft, we're really just going to be looking at offensive linemen. So Taco Charlton and Brandon Brooks decide to sign Cameron Jordan. Yeah, no, I'm not paying that much for Cameron Jordan. I'm not going to give him a 3-year deal. He can go to the Patriots. So now we actually have a pretty good young pass rush now. I'm going to edit Taco Charlton into a left end. So we have a very good young pass rush now, which I'm completely fine with. That's pretty nice, pretty nice. And then our offense is looking better than ever. Tua is up to an 87. I'm going to have to change our scheme. I'm really going to have to change our scheme. The defensive side of the ball, we're looking pretty good. I want to try and draft a cornerback this year. But my first, thing is going to be getting the center position locked down. So that's what we're looking like going into the draft. And our main positions to get are center, and defensively I'm trying to get a cornerback. Okay guys, so with our first pick this year, we're picking a Ben Padarola out of Boston College. #1 center on the board. How? You're the #1 guy on the board. He's going to be a 72 overall. Still better than what we got. But we just have not been able to draft offensive linemen this video. Alright guys, so what our team is looking like going into year number 4. We're looking to go and return back to the playoffs here. Tua's had 1 year under his belt. He's an 87 overall now. I am going to actually change our scheme. Tua's a strong arm quarterback. I want to run more of a strong arm system and elusive back. That actually looks pretty good for what we're trying to run. Base 4-3, multiple 4-3. Where is it? Yeah, we're just going to run base 4-3. But this is what we're looking like. I just want to get to the most anything he can get, honestly. So that's right now what we're looking like. On the offensive side, on the defensive side of the ball, we're looking pretty good. I feel like our pass rush is going to be, except I'm focusing on one person, you're going to have to focus on 4 very, very good people. Cornerbacks is still something that can be, you know, worked on. I think it's always something to be worked on. I might actually sign a cornerback, which I think that's what I'm going to do for my 4th guy. We're going to sign a cornerback off the market. If there's anybody worth signing, Kevin Tolier, I guess. Yeah, I guess we're going to sign this guy just so we have a decent 4th cornerback. I like to have 4 legitimate, at least 80-plus cornerbacks, but I guess we're not going to have that this year. So, trying to return to the playoffs. I think we are the best team in this division, and hopefully we show that this year. Tua is an amazing quarterback who's going to take us to the playoffs. Let's try to get that Super Bowl. Okay, so somehow we don't make the playoffs again. Tua looks like he had another amazing year. It looks like our receivers had some pretty decent years. Defensively, we're 95 overall defense. Looks like we had a pretty good year. We go 8-8 again. 8-8 for the 2nd year in a row. Tua Tagovailoa, 3,700 yards, 30 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. So a little bit of a sophomore slump. Rushing 1,200 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 fumbles for Alvin Kamara. No 1,000-yard receivers. The one who got the highest was only 813 and 10 for Michael Thomas. Blocking, probably not good. Taron Armstead let up 13 sacks. Shaq Thompson leads our team with 125 tackles. Tackles for loss, 13 by Sheldon Rankins. He's also going to have 10 sacks, 6 for Taco Charlton, 6 for David Onyemata, 5 for Alex Anzalone. I have 2 picks, so overall not a good year for our defense or our offense, really. Surprised we went 8-8 with those types of stats. With Deshaun Watson's going to win his 50th MVP. The AFC, nobody. Defensive players going to be Joe Schobert. Nobody from our team. I don't know why we're looking at the AFC. In the NFC, we're not going to have anybody. Defensive players, Luke Kuechly is going to win that one. Nobody from our team. Offensive rookie of the year, we didn't really draft anybody. So, yeah, that actually really sucks. We should be winning a lot more games. I do mean a lot more games. So, we're just going to have to upgrade our players. It's going to be our last year coming up. So, free agency is going to be, it's going to be a lot. But I'm expecting, putting into a lot to free agency in the drafts, I'm expecting good results. So, we're going after some dogs in free agency this year. The first one being Minkah Fitzpatrick, which I put all of our money into. Second 99 overall cornerback would be amazing to have. Can I even put any more money into this? I cannot. I might take off the contract, but because I want to put him more into Leighton Vander Esch and into Minkah Fitzpatrick. So I'm probably going to take off Isaiah Wynn's contract just a little bit, just so I have tiny bit more spending money, I guess. And I'm probably going to put it onto Minkah's. Probably going to put it a little bit more into his signing bonus. For him, he's going to give us 98 total points again. I actually can't do that. Can we get to an even? All right. I'll take 98, and then I want to get a little bit bigger into Layton's, just because if we can get a complete linebacking core, that would be amazing. Can I get to an even 100? At 99, do I need? I don't think I need any more in Braden Smith. I think Braden Smith is perfect. So let's see, can this give us to an even 100? No. Isaiah, when I'm going to take a tiny bit more off of your contract. An even 5. We have a little bit more cap space. I know I'm playing with money extremely right now. Alright, we're going to have to stay in a 99. But I'm hoping all these guys, we're leading bidder on all 4 of them. Let's hope we can get all 4, at least 3 of the 4. Minkah Fitzpatrick. Well, all those are really needs. All those are big needs. Rejected by Fitzpatrick. Okay. Oh, man, that kind of sucks. I was going to switch Braden Smith to a guard. Man, who do we have at cornerback then? Eli Apple. We have Jalen Mills still. Ooh. I really, really wanted Minkah Fitzpatrick. We're probably going to draft the cornerback in the first round this year. But now we have Leighton Vander Esch. So look on the bright side on that one. And then I'm going to switch Braden Smith over to right guard. So, edit player. I intended him to be a guard. Reason I picked him. He had very, very high strength. So, I'm hoping he can slot perfectly into guard for us, which he's actually going to go up in overall at 87 now. And then Isaiah Wynn, we just needed him because Terran Armstead did not want to resign. Center is still going to be a position of need for us. I did want to go wide receiver. I'm actually going to see what they have on the market right now that we have 10 mil freed up. Michael Gallup is still here. That would actually be humongous to get. We're going to try and get Michael Gallup. Now we have 10 million because Minkah Fitzpatrick did not want to sign with us. So we're going to be 100. Are the Raiders going to steal him away again? I want to see who Minkah actually signed with. I definitely want to see who Minkah signed with. But we're going to have 103. Signed with the Colts. Alright. Decent team. So, sim one more week. I know I need to scout my guys. I don't know why they aren't auto-scouted. But, let's see. Rejected. Alright, we're going to try to get a third wide receiver. And I'll see you guys throughout the day. So, this is what we're looking like for our last year. Tua is now up to a 92. Alvin Kamara is a 96. Michael Thomas is almost there at 99, 98. I did decide to sign James Washington, an 87 overall. And then we do have Traquan Smith. I'm actually going to look at our specialist. He is our slot wide receiver. Braden Smith is going to be playing right guard for us. I did actually draft a center in Rasheen Hanselton. You know, random prospect. But I did sign him in the get him in the second round. And then I did also decide to get Justin Coleman for a good fourth cornerback, can play the slot pretty well. And then I did get this other guy who can play the slot pretty well in Devontae Horn in the first round. Quick development too. And then looking at our safeties have been good all year. We finally have a complete linebacking core. Our pass rush is good. 99 overall defense, 95 overall offense. We are the best team in this division. We need to win this right here. Super competitive division, but we can do it. Let's get to the play. I swear, half these videos are me getting angry at the Madden sim. We don't make the playoffs for a fourth time in a row. Tua Tagovailoa is a 93 overall. This team is obviously good. We go 6-10 in a division we could have won at 9-7. Looking at the stats, 3,600 yards, 23 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Not a good year from Tua. Rushing, 1,300 yards, 9 touchdowns for Alvin Kamara. Nobody's even close to 1,000 yards. Somehow, because you have to have Brees to get over 1,000 yards. Sacks, 14 led up by our all-pro tackle Ryan Ramczyk. 13 led up by Isaiah Wynn. 133 tackles from Alex Anzalone. 11 tackles for loss for Marcus Davenport, 7.5 sacks for him. Interceptions, our defense just decided not to show up. Looking at this last year's, not weekly, but looking at this last year's yearly rewards, we have Jared Goff win the MVP. The NFC is going to be Jared Goff again. Alvin Kamara coming in number 9. Khalil Mack win Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year is going to be Mitchell Vin. Yeah, this doesn't matter. That honestly gets me so angry. I hate it when you have such a good team. We're 94 overall. We should obviously be in the playoffs. I mean, it's not that hard to see that we should be in the playoffs. And Madden Sim just completely destroys us. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. But it was a good run while it lasted. I'm really kind of sad we didn't get to use Tua. I'm definitely going to draft him again, and we're going to try to use him. Hopefully get a better roster. I don't know what other better roster we could have around him, but hey. Well, if you guys did enjoy this episode, remember to go leave a like and go subscribe. It only helps me as a growing channel. Next rebuild will be out probably next week, and I will see you guys in our next video.